Hey, and welcome back to Studio 6. And today we're going to make a Pharaoh Monkey. I'm going to try some theme sets, and this will go with the Anubis statue from last week. So let's start with the materials list. And here it is. And as always, you can find that on my Twitter feed, along with other photos and special items from behind the scenes. So let's start with a tiny tile of elm. This will be our monkey foot. And after a brief delay, we will do another tiny tile. We've got a 1x2 wedge of walnut. And this will be a monkey leg, followed by another 1x2 wedge. Now we're going to switch to a 1x1 wedge of gold because this monkey is wearing a little breech clout. And we'll grab a tiny floor. Nope. Actually, I'll finish off the body here with another 1x2 wedge. And another 1x2 wedge of walnut. That'll be our monkey body. And now we'll grab a tiny floor of walnut. Put it right in front of the feet. And then a tiny tile of lava. That way we can do a little flap on our breech clout. And I'll move that tiny floor on up. And we will slide another tiny floor in for the head. There we go. Monkey head done. And grab another 1x2 wedge for the right arm. And one more 1x2 wedge of walnut. We'll flip it around and have it stick out. Be the pose we'll do for this monkey. You can of course move the arms however you like. And here we've got a 1x1 wedge of elm. And this will be one of the monkey hands. And I'll just grab a tiny floor here as a placeholder. And that will let us put the other monkey hand on. I'm going to flip my green around. Again, totally optional. There we go, in the classic stop motion. I've used these for guards, but if you want to make it your Pharaoh, you certainly can. And then we'll use another tiny tile of elm. One more. And then a last one to get that infamous monkey muzzle. Alright, let's do the headdress for this Pharaoh monkey. This kind of ties it all together. We'll start with the 1x1 wedge of gold. And then put a tiny tile of lava. Another 1x1 wedge of gold. And we'll start to angle this headdress down. We'll repeat that on the other side. And we'll grab another one. And just like the Anubis statue, we'll flap this over and slide it against the head. We'll repeat on the other side. And again, you can end there if you like that, or you can add an extra twist. Another 1x1 wedge of gold. Go. Now I'm going to take out this head block. In hindsight, you can just use a gold tiny floor for that top part of the head if you like, and save a step. In fact, you could use a tiny floor right here. I've got a tile, and this tile will be ornery as I try to slide it in there. We'll try a couple flips around, a couple flips ups and down. And it looks like, there it is right there. All right, let's work on our iconic staff. I like to do staffs for my builds. Usually it ties it together with whatever I'm doing. And we'll grab a placement post here and put it on top of the hand. and then a tiny floor of gold. I'll put this post back on my pegboard. And then we'll roll back and grab a 1x1 wedge of gold. Put it on top. And then a tiny floor. Followed by another tiny floor. And we're going to recreate the jackal head from the Anubis statue as a staff element. There we go. And you can certainly use other elements. I've done staffs with my monkeys. I've done staffs with birds. They're just kind of very large and Hollywoodish, but I like them. And then we'll grab a couple 1x3 wedges of gold for our jackal ears. And then the last tiny tile of lava for a headpiece. All right. I'm going to use this tiny floor to kind of line up where my staff goes. It'll be 2 units out, 1, 2 from the feet. And then I'll go over to the pegboard O pieces again. And just grab a random tiny floor. And kind of give myself a space. All right, let's get this regular wire. And see if I can put it just a hair up from the center. And you can kind of center it down between the 2 floors and see where it just barely cuts through the hand. Move it back just a skosh. There we go. And that's angled a little bit much. So I'm going to backtrack and shoot for the dead center just by eye. And we'll do it again. Line it up between the 2 floors. You can see where it cuts through the hand a little bit. Stick it. And I think that'll be good enough. All right, let's put our placement blocks back. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And as you saw from the last vid, I've used this on my pub crawl pavilion, and it ties everything together nicely. All right, let's get a placement block, slide it off the leg, and we will now give this Pharaoh Monkey a snazzy jazzy tail. Try to hit the butt dead center. Out a little bit. And we're going to make it zig and zag and come down some. He's agitated. All right, put our placement block back. And okay, there we have it. A Pharaoh Monkey with Anubis staff. Looking good. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you so much.